Prihatin TV, suara prihatin rakyat. Kenapa DAP beria-ia sokong Encik Azalina jadi speaker? Malaysia Today. Is Tony Phua the best brain DAP can offer? By Rajapatra Kamarudin on 6 September 2021. Judging by what DAP's Tony Phua confessed in a video below, it is very clear that DAP does not have any long-range visions and missions, only a short-range plan to win the next general election. Winning the general election is like a dog chasing a car. The dog will keep barking and running as long as the car keeps moving. However, once the car stops moving, the dog will also stop barking and chasing. It will not know what to do thereafter. Take 2018 as one example. The 2018 plan was to oust Prime Minister Najib Tun Razak and UMNO BN. Once that happened on 9 May 2018, they didn't know what to do after that. DAP and the Pakatan Harapan government were running around in circles chasing its own tail and trying to figure out what to do. In the end, nothing impactful or of significance happened. To add icing to the cake, 22 months later, DAP and Pakatan Harapan brought their own government down, and Muhyiddin Yassin and his parti Pribumi Bersatu, PPBM, took over. In the first place, without PPBM, DAP and Pakatan Harapan would not have won GE14. DAP and PKR had been trying to oust BN UMNO in the 1999, 2004, 2008 and 2013 general election. It was not until PPBM joined Pakatan Harapan in the 2018 general election that they succeeded. And when PPBM left Pakatan Harapan, the government collapsed. DAP and Pakatan Harapan refused to accept the fact that without PPBM, they would not have won GE14. DAP and Pakatan Harapan won GE14 because of PPBM. And once PPBM is no longer with them, DAP and Pakatan Harapan are sent back to the opposition. DAP, PKR and Amanah are not strong enough to win the general election. They need the Malay votes to win the general election, and Pakatan Harapan cannot win enough Malay votes to do that. With the UMNO, PAS and PPBM, Pakatan Harapan will remain in the opposition forever. As Tony Phua revealed in the video below, they need to split the Malay votes if they want to be able to win GE15. And DAP is doing this by supporting Ismail Sabri Yaakob. DAP hopes that by supporting Ismail Sabri, UMNO will be split into Team A and Team B. Team B being the court cluster headed by Ahmad Zahid Hamidi and Najib Razak. This is an old British tactic of divide and rule, and was how 125,000 English ruled over 300 million Indians. The British divided the Indians and made them fight one another, which they are still doing until today. Of course, Tony Phua offers all sorts of excuses about why DAP has changed its stand and now supports Ismail Sabri. Basically, if DAP supports Ismail Sabri, then he would be able to face off Team B. If DAP does not support Ismail Sabri, then he would have to make peace with Team B to avoid getting ousted. Hence, not supporting Ismail Sabri will result in the Malays uniting and becoming stronger. Supporting Ismail Sabri would divide the Malays and make them weaker. And the reason why UMNO BN fell in GE14 was because the Malays, in particular the UMNO Malays, were divided. If not, DAP and Pakatan Harapan would not have won GE14. That is the game plan, and Tony Phua did not hide this fact. But is winning GE15 the game plan to a bigger agenda, or it is the end game itself? Is GE15 the means to an end or the end? When DAP and Pakatan Harapan won GE14, they did not know what to do. The classic dog chasing the car syndrome. Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said Pakatan Harapan's GE14 election manifesto was unrealistic and could never be achieved. In fact, Mahathir said when they drafted the fairy tale manifesto, they did not think they were going to win GE14. DAP, on the other hand, said when they drafted Pakatan Harapan's GE14 election manifesto, they did not realize how bad the damage was and that they would not be able to solve all problems in just 100 days. But it was not just 100 days, it was 660 days. Why are 660 days not enough to deliver the election promises? Okay, what are the main concerns of the most Malaysians? according to DAP and their non-Malay supporters. Racism, apartheid, Article 153, the new economy policy, discrimination, the Sharia, the dual and overlapping legal system, LGBT rights. Those are the main concerns of the non-Malays, followed by corruption, abuse of power, transparency, good governance, and so on at the second level of concerns. And Anwar Ibrahim keeps repeating again and again that Pakatan Harapan wants to address these concerns. So what did DAP and Pakatan Harapan do in the 660 days it was in power to address these concerns that should have been addressed within the first 100 days? Segregation of school is one root cause of racism. The United States addressed this racist policy more than 50 years ago in the 1960s. Malaysia, however, still has separate schools but for different races. What did DAP and Pakatan Harapan do in the 660 days it was in power to abolish segregations and turn all schools into national schools? In Tony Pua's video below, did he talk about this main area of concern and offer a solution? Tony Pua totally ignored this issue and did not mention the problem or explain what they would do regarding racism and school segregations once DAP and Pakatan Harapan are in power, or why they did nothing in the 660 days they were in power from 2018 to 2020. Yes, Tony Pua talks a lot in that video below, but everything he talks about is regarding what DAP needs to do to win GE15 and how they need to divide UMNO to do that. Tony Pua does not talk about what DAP and Pakatan Harapan will do if they happen to win the GE15. Anwar Ibrahim and the non-Malays complain about the areas of concern such as racism, apartheid, Article 153, the new economic policy, discrimination, the Sharia, the dual and overlapping legal system, LGBT rights, and much more. But Tony Pua did not mention what they are going to do to address these areas of concern and why they did nothing about them in the 660 days they were in power. As I said, if Tony Pua is DAP's best brain, then they totally lack any vision and mission. DAP's and Pakatan Harapan's vision and mission is merely to win GE15 by dividing the Malays. Once they win GE15, they have no plan on how to move forward. As usual, it is going to be the same old wine in not even a new bottle. And this is what DAP's best brain Tony Pua revealed in that video below. Jangan lupa bantu like dan subscribe Prihatin TV. Sehingga bersiaran lagi. Assalamualaikum.